The counterattack took the Empire by surprise.
Is that what this was?
And the battle seemed to favor the Dominion. Then, 3 hours into the operation, many of the Dominion's airships had not yet fully achieved their objectives. A lack of experience combined with Imperial counterattacks was jeopardizing the operation. To make matters worse, without access to their most powerful weapon, magic, Rubrum's ground
This is like the Neil Blomkamp inspired Final Fantasy right here.
Yeah.
Academia.
Do you think so? I don't really see any like really bad class separation yet.
No, not yet.
You think that's just coming down the pike?
What are you talking about? I have capes. The other guy didn't have a cape.
No, but the poor, like we haven't seen the filthy, unwashed masses yet.
Ooh.
It's inside the military flagship in the airship docking bay. Head there immediately.
Wow, so they took save points and made them menu points.
Yeah.
So they do not want you to RPG play this game.
That's my whole group. Okay.
Oh, so you don't have to that commands thing there. It looks like you can swap out some skills.
Yeah. So eventually I level up. Cut cards, draw cards from a deck of various effects. That's really specific. Thank you for that.
It's a random spell.
There you go. It might stack. It might put status effects on your next regular attack. That's what I think.
I'm doing this. That's not what I want to do. She had Divine Judgment. Conjure a cross-shaped light that heals allies and drains. Okay, cool. Nice. Switch characters. Okay. Alright. Cool. So that was fun. Was this where I saved too?
Wait a minute, are you about to fight that huge dragon that's just hanging out?
I don't know. He's like, get your stuff done. There you go. Mid-mission. Yay. And he's on our squad? Hey, buddy.
Looks friendly. Yeah.
Bahamut, maybe? I don't know. Obtain a knowing tag. Eventually I'll figure out what that is.
I feel like it's just like a soft name for dog tags.
This was one of the most demanded games to be ported to the U.S.
Was it really?
Yeah.
So you think it's going to open up and turn into something
I
good?
think that people wanted a multiplayer Final Fantasy game, and they got a single player on console, non-portable.
I feel like you're projecting your desires onto the broader community.
That's not true at all. Actually, that's why
I
people
think you
want
know
it.
this already, but you're free to suppress any resistance.
Or are you saying that it was multiplayer in the Japanese version?
What I'm saying is people bought Vitas for this game because they assumed it was going to come out on the Vita.
Do you think single titles drive hardware sales?
Monster Hunter is a perfect example of how it did.
Is there a console that you've bought because of a single title on it?
I bought the Nintendo 60. No, I bought the GameCube for Metroid. I bought Xbox for Halo.
And did you wait on the consoles until those titles came out? Okay.
Yeah, I had I got the Xbox the original Xbox 2 years after it came out.
I've done the same thing. I got PlayStation for Tekken 3. I got PS3 for Gran Turismo 5. And those are pretty much the only games I ever bought for those systems. Pretty much.
Really? Like, bought it, played it, and then...
I played a lot of Tekken 3. And as far as Gran Turismo goes, PS3 functioned more for Netflix than anything else for me.
Yeah, I've actually found that. That's the primary purpose of my game console right now is YouTube, Netflix. That's what I use it for. I guess I did buy a PS2 for Final Fantasy X, which, oddly enough, I'm asking whether or not you think someone would buy gaming hardware for this game, and I bought gaming hardware for a Final Fantasy game.
Okay, so when I lock on, it changes color. Guess I should have read about that more.
Hey, it's got the final fight different colored life bar
Yeah.
for more hit points.
The blink feels good. One positive.
Oh, is that dodge move you're doing?
Yeah. That was slightly satisfying, I have to admit. Maybe
The
it's-
fight was?
Yeah.
I love how they play that sound at the end of the fight.
The little Final Fantasy victory song.
Yeah. Keeping it real. Right there.
It's like maintaining its one dying threat
Mhm.
of attachment to Final Fantasy. Although you also do level up.
This is exactly how Final Fantasy 15 is going to play too.
You think so?
No, I just hope-
God, what if it's going to look and play just like this?
Yeah.
Oh, this is just like a game for the Nintendo. What was it called?
Invaders on the main deck! Shoot them on sight!
Never mind. Yeah, pretty much the formula was you take an elevator in between levels, and as you're on the elevator, you fight enemies. So it becomes a level of its own.
I mean, a lot of the like Streets of Rage had those.
Yeah, Streets of Rage. There you go.
Oh man, he just turns into blood. We are not the good guys.
I guess maybe this is trying to play for the 90s beat 'em up game
Just beyond there. Take it out.
for people who want more fluttering cards.
Yeah, I mean, if you could play, it's like multiplayer just like Streets of Rage. I know that the red means I can insta kill, but I haven't quite figured out how to do so. Fire's pretty effective. You gonna dodge me?
Did your average damage dealt just go up by a factor of 10?
Felt like it. At least that fire did.
Awesome. Make your level ups feel more worth it.
So where am I heading? The camera is definitely loose. I guess it's supposed to give you that action feel.
You're level 9 right now? And you started at what? Level 1?
I think you started at 7.
Yeah.
That's 7. Okay.
That's the thing. I think every Final Fantasy game I've played, I think they all start you at some level that isn't 1.
And then like you're a guy that's like gets you through the tutorials at like 11 while you're at 7. Oh no, I died. Didn't pay attention.
Clean as a whistle, yo.
Clean as a whistle,
Use
yo.
the magicite to destroy it.
Oh, he surrendered. I guess this was our goal. Yep.
Yeah, it was clearly spelled out. I knew that's what you were going for the
Oh,
whole
my
time.
bad.
I don't think it was.
No, I was being sarcastic as well.
Good work.
Yeah.
Now get out of there before the ship crashes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we're on a ship, by the way.
About to have a Halo moment right here.
Oh man, there are some parts that feel good.
Yeah, it actually looks like long run. It's a really. I bet the game will be a blast once you start customizing and leveling up.
Yeah. Get your, because you have like 15 playable people to bring with you, so you could like customize.
Oh, so your character roster is going to flesh out over
Yeah.
time? And is your party limited to 3?
Looks like it might be. We'll find out.
I feel like it'll be 4. 4 seems like the new magic number since Nintendo 64.
Yeah. There I don't know. It's starting to feel a little satisfying. The camera, though, is wow. I guess I could. It's not that it's like high sensitivity. It's just like the dead spot of the controller is kind of weird.
Machina.
Ren. Take it easy now.
Yeah, I'm okay. But Machina, the crystal.
Yeah, I saw. It looks like its power is returning.
I don't know. That guy might actually be the real hero. He's got an ascot, and that's how you do it.
Usually in these school type games, like you like get to make a character. Like, oh, you're new to the school. This could all still be the tutorial. Oh, there's that.
We believe it's a new type
Bahami
of
again.
Magitech armor.
The whole thing about the crystal, they did that in Game of Thrones as well. Where as soon as the dragons came back to life, the world regained its magic.
Yeah,
Kind of like the opposite of that, I guess.
yeah. I still don't know the significance of the crystal. They did say it in the intro, but it was. I assumed I was going to get that same intro again when I started the game, so I kind of skipped over it. Glad I did though.
Isn't it kind of in Lord of the Rings where the death of the dragons kind of signals the end of the Age of Magic? Isn't that-
Yeah, I think so.
Man. So it turns out all we need to do if we want our lives to be more awesome is bring a dragon back?
Yeah, dinosaur.
Looks like we have an anomaly on our hands. What about the 401st and 903rd?
I can't reach either company, sir.
And his voice does not match his face.
Sir.
Oh, you have to watch, what's
This
it
is
called?
Kusabi.
Bring me
Fist
that
of
spot.
Legend?
The one from
I think, is it a Jet Li movie?
Okay.
You had to have seen it.
I feel like
think I have.
I am very familiar with that title. I'm pretty sure I've seen the movie.
Okay, it's an early Jet Li movie about China versus
You saw
Japan.
the enemy using magic.
And he's
Yes, sir.
he's a China, he's Chinese
Mm-hmm.
Fled from the
in
battle.
Japan.
Then your unit
Or
was
no,
annihilated.
he's in China.
Is that
He's Chinese in China, and
Yes.
Japanese
I
people
felt
are
it was
like
my duty to
occupying
In
it.
the
The
military.
Japanese army,
Wait, isn't that just
Tolerate
Legend,
soldiers who
his
flee
last
from
action movie?
probably.
Or do they just
It's
revisit
probably
it?
the same story,
Out by Dominion
but this is
magic.
an older one. And
This up.
there's a general
Sir.
something, and whoever does the English voice over for him sounds like that guy.
So even though the sea
It's
is
just
like
terribly.
Yeah.
keep the vermilion
It's like a
burning
caricature
crystal in
of
check.
someone's voice.
Oh, like a guy with a super deep voice does Jet
Yes.
Li?
No, not Jet Li,
Oh,
the
okay.
bad guy.
Okay.
But that is one of the best
Well, this
kung fu
sucks.
films I've ever seen in my
Where'd
life.
these rats crawl out from?
That okay, so side note. Fist of Legend and Who Am I with Jackie Chan.
I don't think I've seen that.
Oh, dude, that's probably his best movie.
I'm not big
Or
on
his best fighting scene.
I'm not big on Jackie Chan movies.
Well, you haven't seen Who Am I, have you?
Oh, that's a good point. Oh, she can control the Machina.
And then
I want her outfit. Is that an option?
Enter the
This really
Dragon.
sucks.
I do like Enter the Dragon. It's such an awful, awful movie, but it's a great kung fu movie. Did you watch Iron Monkey? Quentin Tarantino presents Iron Monkey.
No, I haven't.
It was you know how it felt like cable fighting was going to be this really big thing with Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon?
Yeah.
It was
Well, it was for a while.
yeah. It was perhaps the movie that really, really kicked it off. And I think after Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon was a smash hit in the United States, Quentin Tarantino had something to do with the localization. It was a delightful little tale. Although I never watched Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon because I was just too hipster. I needed real kung fu movies.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon's not too bad. It's not the visual awesomeness that it was made out to be, but it is. If you want fly by wire or fight by like what is it called, firefighting, or
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
yeah, it's the pinnacle of that. Like it doesn't get more elaborate than that.
Probably true. Although Hero was essentially the same thing.
Yeah, Hero.
Oh, yeah,
Hero
Hero's-
got unwatchable when they just began to hey, there's you. I'm going to glide to you. That was not cool. I love the colors of that movie though. How the story was retold
it's
in a
shot
different color palette every time.
Amazingly, yeah.
That was awesome. Although I don't want anyone to ever do it again for an action movie, but it was still, I thought that was very cool.
Okay, let's go.
It's been a while since I saw that, so it's like the same story from different perspectives.
Yeah, it's retold. It turns out somebody is an unreliable narrator in it, so it's retold. You know, once in white, once in red, once in green, and I think finally in black.
Mm-hmm.
It's yeah, super nifty.
Oh, this sucks. Same old routine. Try something new.
Oh no. He needs to level up like now.
She's just gonna mess up his hair. And he's gonna be defeated.
Let's end this right now. Now then.
Oh yeah. There's some good violence.
It has a very like I don't want to. It's the graphics themselves aren't my complaint about it. It's the wooden movement of the character models. It's kind of has a very PS1 feel to it or PSP feel to it. Shockingly.
Yeah, go figure.
Hey, is that Odin?
Yep.
So the summons are bad guys in this one.
Well, no. Oh, no.
Oh, never mind.
How did he summon? Oh, that's a cool looking Odin. I like that version. Fight.
It seems like he was not gifted with language.
Oh, sweet.
I'm not sure.
France
I like
is an
this.
option.
Ooh, prance. Just do that. I think you can win by prancing alone.
I get that I'm supposed to feel big, but they could have made everything smaller instead of me taking up the whole screen.
Yeah, that is an interesting way to convey a sense of size. Like, this is not.
I'm totally giving it to him.
Yeah.
Like this is. I guess I can hit A. See what
Yeah,
it does.
try a different button.
I got charged before it paid for it. What did I do?
Oh, you're like invisible now.
I guess.
Oh, so the special ability is to clear the screen so you can see what you're doing?
Much needed. That'd be a good theme for a game where like every person has like a certain glitch that everyone hates, and then you have to like switch between them to like figure out how to solve puzzles. Like this person has horrible camera angles.
I
This
think
is super boring, by the way. If
Yeah.
you guys are wondering.
what an absolute just rip-off for a $60 title. You really did pay the money for the Final Fantasy 15 demo.
Yeah. And I think this would have been acceptable on Vita and if it was multiplayer.
It looks just not as good as like an iOS game.
Okay.
It's not too far off from the truth.
Oh wow, you lost.
Return to title. Wow.
When's the last time we saved?
That is unforgiving.
I think you may
It was a
have
while
saved
back.
before the previous
Yeah.
boss. Oh goody. Awesome. So maybe Officer wasn't the difficulty to select.
No, I messed up.
Although, I mean, if you can't lose it all,
Yeah.
I think that this game without any challenge would be even worse than this game challenge.
See that switch in front of you? I think you know this already.
I'm so not used to having to save games. I could have saved right before him, I think.
What? The device is still operational? Impossible! They're using magic right in front of us!
Wow. So you went from doing about 3,600 a hit to 20.
Yeah, it seems like there was a point where one of the level ups increased the damage by a factor of 10 for no reason at all. Maybe only by a factor of 3.
Oh man, saves.
Prepare to deploy.
Okay.
You remember that stuff I said a while back about how this game looks like it might actually be a blast to play? I like to retract that statement if I can.
Yeah. It's, I don't know. I didn't really put the thought process that if I lose my summon that there was going to be a game over. I thought that was part of the tutorial. Once you lose your summon, you do this.
No, I'm pretty sure that the formula seems to be that special boss fights will involve summons. Maybe you'll get a different summon every time, and that could be cool, but they don't really appear to enhance anything. It's like reskinning your character for a boss fight. And for just an utterly unimpressive boss fight.
Oh goodness.
What are those playing cards?
Yeah.
That's original.
Totally.
Ooh, elevator match.